Welcome everybody to our live stream session. It's so good to have you here. I'll be asking us to introduce ourselves. Uh, Going first, I think Miss Maryleen will go first, and Mr. Miracle will come right after. So,
Yeah, good day, everyone, or morning or evening, depending on when you're connecting. My name is Maryleen, and I'd say I'm the visionaire for Scholarline. I've been in this space of helping people navigate through different career opportunities or connecting talents to opportunities right from way back, from education, scholarship to jobs, and you know the thing that's been common anyway is that it's all about connecting talents to opportunities wherever around the globe, and that's been my passion. And I'm working with a team that's also passionate about all of this, helping people connect to these opportunities. So I've been in the tech space and for a while as well, and I'm also a recipient of the UK Global Talent Visa as well as the Australian Global Talent Visa, and now I spend some time coaching, helping people, guiding them in the community, in the and, people from all walks of life through that whole process. And I can tell you, it's an amazing opportunity to have, and that's what we've come here to talk about.
please tell us about Scholarly.
Scholarly, actually, I'd say it's a vision and also a mission, right? To simply put, to connect talent to opportunities, because they're just for me navigating through the several years of my career. I've realized that sometimes it's not that the opportunities aren't there. It's just that sometimes persons out there don't know that these opportunities exist, right? So the need is a platform or a way to connect those opportunities to them, and to navigate the terrain. For example, in my own case, the time that the Global Talent Visa, when I heard about it, I looked at the requirements and I felt it was not for me, because what they were asking for didn't look like I had them. And that's a typical thing people pass through when they look at opportunities out there. They feel either they are not qualified for it or they will never be ready. But there's always a preparation, and that's where we come in to help people to, you know, um, help them navigate that whole phase of preparing for those opportunities, to make them see even what they have that fits into those opportunities, to guide them, to help them through that journey. And for us, it's the excitement that comes with really seeing people successful in those quests, in that application, seeing people successful in their migration journey, because people are migrating maybe to give themselves a better life or better career, better opportunities. So that's why the migration space, it's very a space that is very interesting for us, because that's part of helping see people's dream come true, and that's what we're all about.
That was really interesting to hear, and I think you've already introduced part of our reason for being here today while introducing Scholarly, and that is Global Talent Visa. I want you to tell
Well,
why Global Talent is a unique opportunity and why everyone should think about it as a route to explore their career beyond the shores of your country.
why unique opportunity? Well, because it was a unique opportunity for me, so I'm going to start from my own personal experience of assessing that opportunity. Maybe some persons need to understand what is a global talent visa itself. With the word or the phrase global talents, you're talking about someone who, in their words, they want to attract the best and brightest into the country, and which means it's not just for persons who are living in the UK. From whatever part of the world you are, you can access the global talent visa. So the way the visa was put together, the whole idea around the visa, the whole target is to attract the best and brightest into the country. I'm saying into the country because it's not just the UK that has got the global talent visa. There are also other countries that have different versions of the global talent visa. So the whole essence of the visa is attracting the best and brightest, so they can, or skilled, not just skilled workers, but persons who have extraordinary ability, persons who are leaders or potential leaders, to come into that country and make an impact, come into that country and contribute to the economy. It could be digital economy, it could be the economy as a whole, to contribute to innovation. So from that angle, right, if you think about it, whoever comes in through this visa route should be someone that has got something they can offer to that society. And of course, if you think about it as well, it's not just that society, but the globe as well, because the world, they say, is a global village. So we're not tied to a location per se, because whatever you're doing, whatever impact you're making in one place, it can also be felt in another place, right? We're using software today that was created locally in one country, but it's very pervasive now because it can be used everywhere. So from that angle, a unique opportunity in the sense that it puts you in the spotlight. It gives you this ability to show yourself, to show your talent, to show your achievements, to show your impacts, right? And the way the application is structured is very, very rigorous in that when you're walking through the application, it makes you, what we call drilling down into your career. So if your career have lasted the past 10 years, you're going to be really drilling down to excavate all those things you've done in the past. And that's not a joke. Like, it's real. Like, it's going to take you through that process of thinking back, looking through, dissecting the things you've done, and trying to build a case around why you are a global talent. So I'll look at it as a unique opportunity because it makes you put yourself in the best light. And by doing that, it's also helping you build up your profile and build up your leadership, because it will make you think of things you've done that sometimes you've even forgotten, and perhaps you've even sold yourself short because you feel like myself. When I first looked at the application, I was like, there's no way I can qualify for all these things they are listing here, because it looks like maybe it's a Nobel Prize winner that should fit into this category. But little did I know that I have actually done a lot of things that I gave myself credit for, that I even acknowledged, right? So it was still that whole, we play down on what we have. And you see that on our CVs, you see that on, when we're even attending interviews and we're asked, tell me about yourself. We played down on our potentials, on our achievements. And the Global Talent Visa, it's not that kind of application. You would surely need to bring out everything. And in doing that as well, it gives you that confidence that, wow, not for you to be prideful, but for you to actually really, um, really identify who you are, what you're capable of doing,
Okay.
and have
More
that
like
confidence.
who your
Yeah.
own, talking about your own, because if you don't talk about what you're capable of, most people won't know and they won't be able to
Oh,
like judge
yeah,
you or consider you for such opportunities. Okay, all right. That really works. That
exactly.
works. Please go
Yeah.
on. All right.
I would say in that sense, it is there are so many things, if you want to break down why it's a unique opportunity. But I just wanted to really zoom in on this point around the fact that the whole process of applying for it, the whole process of even looking at the guidelines and following the guidelines and applying makes you it makes you grow in that confidence of, this is my capability, this is what I can do. And it strengthens your profile. It builds that confidence that you can even take away from there and use that in other things, like your interviews, use that in other things that you get on with your workplace and other applications perhaps that you'd have to do in the future. So it's that opportunity to showcase yourself, like an exhibition of
I like the
yourself. It's
word
all about
showcase.
you selling yourself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
Okay,
now,
yes.
yeah, I
So
know
the
that
word is
we'll talk about
showcase,
other things.
exhibition, sell yourself.
Yeah,
Okay, that's very
yeah.
interesting, and those are very interesting keywords. And please, Mr. Miracle, introduce yourself to us and tell us why the Global Talent Visa is a unique opportunity for us out here.
Okay, so thanks a lot, Funke, for the opportunity. Yeah, my name is Miracle, and Amaizu is my surname. Yeah, so I'll just talk a little about my background. Yeah, so had my first degree back home in Nigeria, Federal University of Technology, Owerri. Yeah, so I studied petroleum engineering and went further to get a master's in environmental engineering and almost running off my PhD in environmental engineering as well. But transitioned, when I moved to the UK, United Kingdom, I transitioned into tech. Found out that data is the new oil, and I had to, start harnessing all of the, the potentials to data. Found out I also love them identifying patterns and making sense out of data, and that was why I delved into this field of becoming a data analyst. So currently I'm a data analyst business coach, coaching because I love to help people provide support to people, give them guidance and direction, taking them from where they are to where they want to be. So over the years I've mentored and coached a lot of persons since I came to the UK in this field, and help them achieve their career, help them to also upskill and reskill in the field. So for Scholarlane, my analyst field or career, there are a lot of criteria. For you to become a data analyst, you need to match, yeah, so and duties or standards you need to meet, for you to be, a data analyst, a good data analyst or data technician. So all of those experience I've also been able to, deploy into coaching for those that actually want to get the Global Talent Visa as well. And those experience as well is something that's been transferable. So I'm also a co-founder of Scholarlane, and yeah, and then we've been able to support parents for the global talent visa to also secure this global talent visa. What I would say that a motivation for the video we're doing today about the benefit of the global talent visa, it stems from personal experiences that actually has impacted both ourselves and our contacts. So the contact per se was actually challenged with being laid off. So and ourselves it was a case of the student visa expiration. So which was really really at some points heartbreak breaking. Sometimes it could just throw you off balance. So but the global talent visa was actually safety net. It was like a cushion, so to say, and it made
Okay,
us
can you tell us specifically
get back.
how, maybe a specific story? Sorry to cut in, but can you like
Yeah,
be a bit specific? We know there are people with different stories out there and different
yeah.
testimonies of how Global Talent Visa was able to help them like put things into focus. So can you be specific about a story that we'll probably
Yeah.
be able to recognize in ourselves? All right.
Story is actually very peculiar to us. This story is very
Okay.
peculiar to us. Yeah, very, very peculiar to us. So it was a case of our student visa, just close to expiration, and we're afraid we'll be returning back to our country. But fortunately, we stumbled on the video about the global talent visa, and we, by faith, as Christians, we believed in God that we would get it. And since we found out that it was very very possible, so put in all of the due diligence and find out all of the criteria that we need to meet, all of the documents we need to put together. it was really a rigorous process, because when you go to the website for technician, or you try to, or the government website, you try to get all of the and follow all of the rules.
Rules
It's
and
not
steps.
it's not yeah, it's not very easy to.
What were the things that you saw that interested you into even throwing your hat into the bucket, like throw your hat into the net? So can you tell us the benefits of the global talent visa? And I can see Miss Maryleen too is she's really interested
Yeah,
in this topic
she,
because she
she,
has a lot to say.
Maryleen will go for that. She can go for the
Okay.
benefits.
All right, Miss Maryleen, let's have you.
Okay, interesting. One of the benefits that, apart from the fact, like talked about how it's a unique opportunity, the fact that you're not tied to any sponsor, I'd say that's a really big benefit that I saw. That I was like, wow, this is a really, really good opportunity. What I mean by a sponsor is if you are going to be employed under another visa route called the skilled worker visa, which was formerly called the tier 2 visa, you're going to
Okay.
need a sponsor. So someone who, the same way if you're on a student visa, you need a sponsor. So think of it like your visa is attached to that organization. So in the event that that organization pulls the plug, then your stay in the UK is going to be curtailed. You're giving I'm aware about 60 days to maybe find another opportunity or switch to another visa. Otherwise, you're going to be overstaying. You become an overstayer, and your visa you'll be illegal if you overstay that period. So the fact that you are not going to be tied to any sponsor, at the start, the first stage of the application is an endorsement, but the endorsement body, their part is to do that work, endorsing you, looking at your qualifications, whether you meet the criteria, and they endorse you. And once you're endorsed, you're a free bird, really. Of course, when you come back at some point again to apply for your settlement under some requirements, but those requirements are not rigorous at all. They are as far as the requirements you would need to get ILR and a little bit extra, which is not difficult to prove at all for this visa. But the big fact there is you don't need a sponsor in
Sorry.
the event that maybe you need to switch jobs, or you need to or you are laid off, because that is, nobody wishes for that to happen, but it could happen in between. You have the 5 year period, um the the 5 year period, or 3 years depending to your ILR. So you are not going to be restricted. And you don't understand that the peace of mind you have, not thinking of, hi, what if this my company lays me off? Well, because there is no
Mhm.
guarantee now, right? We've been hearing about layoffs here and there. And if you, maybe the statistics is still not clear to you, maybe Funke, you can just display the screen so I can show, I like data. Let's show you from data what what, like, hey. Okay, so in terms of the unique opportunity, um or the benefits, right? I was looking at one of the statistics on layoffs.fyi, and you could see that the average number of layoffs per company in 2022, just in May, it's already 289. That's to tell you that even though we have less companies laying off, and that there is no guarantee. Even if you're working in a well-established company, a large organization, one that is affiliated with the public sector, it is really no guarantee have your job for the entire 5 years of your skilled worker visa. And I'm not being
You're not being
a prophet
pessimistic. That's
of
the
doom,
reality of the data.
just
Yes.
saying has those uncertainties. The fact that with around it, but the global talent visa gives you that peace of mind.
Okay.
few months or counting down. So the global talent visa comes as that cushion when you're still trying to stabilize and find your feet and find the right opportunity. Even if you're the skilled worker visa, the market is quite. What happens after a person gets laid off? Whose visa gets curtailed, right? For about 60 days, and if they don't get a job within that time, they will have to go back to their home country.